Hey guys, Fox here, and today we're going to be talking about defensive tackle Tomasi Laulile going to the NFL. He is leaving the Houston Gamblers to go join the 49ers. Now, you remember him due to mainly one game. It was like that one game where Chris Odom had two forced fumbles, and he ended up recovering one for a touchdown and another one. He also was in the XFL for a bit. But as for what he did for the Gamblers, he got 20 tackles and a sack as a defensive tackle. He helped make that defense so feared. And overall, Tomasi was definitely a very solid defensive tackle who definitely deserved a shot in the NFL. The team he is going to, however, that's where, he's going to the 49ers. The 49ers have a couple decent tackles ahead, with the main being Eric Armstead, but they also have Jayvon Kinlaw as a starter, and then Hassan Ridgeway and Kevin Givens are their backups. Third string, Collier Davis and Robert Nigdemkame. Wow, I said that wrong. But and then Kevin Atkins is the other fourth stringer. He started off being it. This has changed a little bit the past couple days. But as for the fourth and third strings, Atkins and Davis are both undrafted free agent rookies. And Robert was a first-round pick back in 2016, but he hasn't really lived up to that hype, I would say, of being a first-round pick. He had a couple decent years, mainly his sophomore and junior season. But since then, he hasn't played a ton. He didn't even play a game in 2020. So he's a fringe being out of the league, and in terms of what would be a bust, he definitely is a bust of a first-round pick, so maybe he revives his career, but we don't know. As to the backups and first strings, the backups, Hassan Ridgeway and Kevin Givens. Ridgeway was a fourth-round pick from the Colts a few years ago. He left them. He went to Philly. He was there for a little bit. Overall, he hasn't really been a legit starter or even a full rotational guy. He's had a couple okay years, but maybe the Niners think that he can be a solid, backup type guy. As for Givens, he's heading into his fourth year with the team. He hasn't really been a full guy either, but he does play a bit. He does contribute a decent amount. He did have 5 tackle for losses back in 2020, which is a very solid sign. Last year, not so much, but he did hit the quarterback twice still, so I guess we'll see. He also had a forced fumble, so that's good. As to their starters, Jayvon Kinlaw was a first-round pick in 2020. His rookie year, he was very solid, 3 TFLs, 33 total tackles, a sack and a half, 4 pass defenses, and a pick 6. That's really solid. Last year, he only was able to play in 4 games. Granted, in those 4 games, he, let's just say, wasn't as good as he was in his rookie year, but at the same time, he only appeared in 4 games, so, that's not really a good sign to help develop. But as for the other main starter, Armstead, he's been here the whole time. He was a first-round pick back in 2015. He's been a very solid overall defensive tackle, one of the better defensive tackles to not be a Pro Bowler, but arguably the best. He can be both a tackle and edge, so he's becoming a tackle now, but he's mainly been an edge. It's kind of weird, but I guess we'll see. I think that Tomasi could become a second stringer at best, but more legitimately, he'll probably end up being a third stringer, would be his goal. But I guess we'll see. This has been Fox. If you enjoy this content, want me notified as soon as I upload any videos. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. And as always, have a great night.